Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to our weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 37th Commitments of Traders Report of 2022, and as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. Before we jump to the review, just a brief reminder for those who are new to COT analysis. Here at COTbase.com, you'll find a lot of educational material, not only a written format, but we have some very useful videos as well that will guide you through the analysis process. So back to the review, and starting off with the first market, the euro, which is on top of our list based on a COT change analysis. That's done on a 52-week look-back period. So you can see this 52W means 52-week look-back period. So it's measuring changes by looking at the past 1 year. Of course, 52 weeks equals to 1 year. And since we have a report every week, we can call it a 52-week look-back period. So here we have this recent change. And if you look at the magnitude, it's definitely much greater than average. I'd say it's top 5. Okay, let's say it's a top 5 signal, so pretty significant. It is a bearish COT change signal suggesting weakness coming in the next couple of days. And if we move on to the 5 years chart, we get a chance to examine stress levels in this market. So we have, of course, just by looking at the number, a 10 report extreme in commercials, 10 report extreme in large speculators. But you always have to open the charts because it's really much easier to understand visually. Commercials, of course, represented with the red line. Green line is indicating large speculators' net positions. And then we have on a separate scale chart, small speculators. They of course, are trading in much smaller volume. So overall, if you compare this recent change in traders' positions, you can see that we are closer to a bullish COT extreme. We have seen much greater extremes in the past. So this simply means that if euro were to follow its downwards path, I would be expecting a much greater bullish extreme in this market. So that's not the case. It's hard to tell if we're going to be moving upwards. There's definitely bullish stresses in this market. But of course, caution is advised. These trends can continue on for quite some time before there's any change. And of course, the fact that large speculators are below the zero line, we can state that this is a bearish trend based on this notion. Moving on to the Japanese yen market, here we have a 22% change in commercials net positions. This, of course, is a bullish COT change signal. And although the number is similar, so 24, 22, not a huge difference there, but you can see that it's actually not that unusual to see these changes in the Japanese yen. So I wouldn't say top 5. This is more like a top 15, top 20 magnitude change. It is bullish, suggesting some strengthening. You can see on Friday we did see a Japanese yen gaining value against the US dollar. And if we move to the 5 years chart, you can see that we are moving back towards significant bullish extreme levels that we've witnessed. But of course, back here, there was no effect on the market. So it's just continuing downwards. So stresses are building up to the bullish side, but it's hard to tell where it will materialize when we would see a bottom in the Japanese yen. By the way, I am going to show you the euro. As you can see, we've got the euro over here on a 1 hour candlestick chart, and then we'll go into the micro level. So we have a wonderful tool called the iCOT Intraday Indicator that we developed after many years of research that basically brings this classic COT analysis into the micro time frame for those who trade, let's say, daily or swing traders and want to understand even the 1 hour range. Then you can definitely use that to your advantage, but that's coming a bit later in this review. So the next market we're going to have a look at is lumber. 20% change over here in commercials net positions. That, of course, will be more visible on a 1 year's chart. This is a bearish change signal. What I don't like is that we do see decline this week, so it may be a little bit late for us to act upon. But if we switch our attention to the 5 years chart, you can see that actually in the medium to long-term horizon, there may be actually opportunities. This is a significant bullish COT extreme. And if you go back in time, you can see what that caused to the market. So they were definitely times where you wanted to buy lumber. So Again, hard to pinpoint the exact moment when it's going to change, but it's definitely a stress that is indicating higher prices to come in the medium to long run. Now, for large speculator COT extreme analysis, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you what the tables show. Of course, this is not all market categories. You got to be a subscriber to see everything. This is just a brief review. But that's showing us that energy complex that's unique to our service. We combine markets that are within a sector, energy sector, and basically give you a combined COT data. Quite interesting. That is on top of our list, followed by orange juice, live cattle, and natural gas. I don't want to go too long with these reviews, so let's switch over to the euro US dollar currency pair, because I'd like to show you how our iCOT intraday indicator can really be beneficial. So this is a 1 hour candlestick chart. As you can see, this is of course trading view. We have this indicator in NinjaTrader as well. I personally use it in TradingView. So you can see that we have this green line, a vertical line that we call stripe signal, and a red line. What a wonderful signal these are. Just at this bottom, we have this buy signal, and just at the top, this sell signal. Really an amazing opportunity if you're trading this live. And you can see these yellow diamonds, of course, throughout the time. These are, of course, sell signals. Yellow diamonds are representing extremes in commercials, represented in the red. I should emphasize again, so this is our own indicator. This is not data coming from CFTC, but actually something that we developed, and we are very proud of it. So it's mimicking that stress analysis that we do in classic COT analysis. So these yellow diamonds are coming when we are reaching an extreme in commercials, as you can see in the red line here. And we have rarely a few examples. For example, well, you're definitely going to find both extremes at stripe signals, because stripe signals come when we have an extreme in commercials and in large speculators at the same time. We do have this balance line as well that has to point in the appropriate direction. So with everything happening at the exact same time, you get these stripe signals. So those are the most strongest signals that you can get. Now, of course, you can set this depending on which market you analyze. We do have input settings that you can investigate what's working for that specific market. So, for example, these extremes readings are going from plus 100 to minus 100, and you can set the signals. Where do you want to see those? So here we have euro US dollar on a 1 hour candlestick chart. Now let's go into a 15-minute world. Here you can see a beautiful buy opportunity happening on the 15th of September. And just recently, on Friday, we had that wonderful sell signal stopping this sudden move upwards. Let's move on to the 5-minute world. Here you can see a few buy signals. Again, just the last 5-minute candle, we have this stripe. Of course, quite interesting, and we'll see what happens when the market opens on Monday. And I'll show you a 1-minute candlestick chart as well, just so you get a bit of understanding how these signals work and how you can actually benefit from this indicator. There's of course much more to read, and we've got plenty of videos as well. So if you go to indicators, you can see our two main indicators. The Pro, which is basically focused on classic COT analysis, including everything that you see on the website, but you can use this indicator in your NinjaTrader platform and do your own settings. You can actually download our data if you become a Pro member. iCOT Intraday Indicator is what I was talking about. This is our unique indicator that we worked on and is currently available for NinjaTrader, CTrader, and TradingView. We are actually moving away from CTrader, but NinjaTrader and TradingView is definitely the more popular platforms. So here you will find a lot of example charts, and of course we do give you some explanations on these signals. But if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me at info@cotbase.com. and or just comment underneath this video, and I'll try my very best to answer you as soon as possible. Wonderful tools here. If you're interested in COT analysis, then definitely give it a try. Thank you very much for your attention. I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in my next COT review. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.